The money lesson I am learning with my kids. The ownership problem. Liam found $1 on the kitchen floor last week. Finders keepers, he announced, pocketing it before I could respond. I felt my face go hot. Liam, where did that money come from? I don't know, I found it. This wasn't the first time. Last month, $1 bill on the floor at birthday party, his now. Before that, Ziploc bag of money at school, also his. Every time the same declaration, finders keepers. Every time the same response from me, anger, accusations, sending him to his room before I could hear his side of the story, or whatever logic made sense in his 6-year-old brain. Later I'd feel terrible, but in the moment all I could think was, is my son a thief? The truth is messier. Liam doesn't have a stealing problem, he has an ownership problem, and a spending problem. The moment money touches his hands, birthday cash, Christmas checks, found quarters, it burns a hole in his pocket. Out comes the Lego catalogue. Within minutes he's selected exactly what his money can buy. Never mind the 6 unopened Lego sets in his closet. Birthday presents he was desperate for in June, now sitting in their shrink wrap. He doesn't build them. I don't think he even wants to. He just wants to buy them. I recognize this compulsion. I just don't know how to fix it in him when I haven't fixed it in myself. The appreciation problem. Ria has a different relationship with money. She doesn't think about it at all. We travel once or twice a year, domestic trips, international when we can swing it. Premium economy, not business class, but still. The kids have been to 5 countries. They've seen beaches and mountains and cities I didn't visit until I was 30. This Christmas, Ria's letter to Santa asked for a trip to Japan. I'm pretty sure she only wants to go because her classmate went, and because she likes sushi, which would make this the most expensive California roll I've ever paid for. But it was Christmas and I was feeling generous, or maybe just guilty about all the therapy appointments and weekend work emails. I drew up a fake ticket and wrote a letter. She needed to collect 3 more tickets for the rest of the family. She needed to start a travel fund. She got $200 from relatives for Christmas. I set the goal at $1,000 for Japan. She gave up in 3 weeks. Her birthday was coming. A choice appeared: sacrifice the birthday party and keep saving, or have the party and push Japan further away. I tried to explain that birthday parties cost money too, the venue, the cake, the goodie bags she'd insist on. She looked at me like I was speaking a foreign language. But it's my birthday. How do you teach appreciation to a child who's never had to want for anything? How do you explain scarcity when they've never experienced it? The impulsive buying problem. Last Saturday, I dragged both kids to UPS to return something I'd bought online. A decorative bowl I'd convinced myself we needed at 11 p.m. on a Wednesday, when the insomnia and anxiety were particularly bad. Online shopping is my worst coping mechanism. Click, add to cart, brief dopamine hit. Then the packages arrive and I'm stuck with things I don't need and can't afford and have to return. My husband has started asking me to calculate my hourly worth. If returning that $15 item takes an hour round trip, he says gently, is it worth it? The answer is usually no, but I keep doing it anyway, and my kids keep watching. Last month I bought Ria a toy phone. She played with it for 1 day. When I criticized her for not using it, she looked up at me with complete sincerity and said, "Can you return it? I don't like it anymore." My bad, she learned that from me. I want to teach them to be careful with purchases, to treat everything as non-returnable, as precious as earned. But how can I teach what I don't practice? The shoebox strategy. Last weekend, Chris's friend came over for board games. Their kids are grown now, college, first jobs, actual functioning adults. We asked them how they did it. Shoeboxes, they said. They explained, labeled boxes for different goals. Lego, new clothes, travel. The kids put their money in whichever box matched what they wanted. If they emptied the Lego box, they'd have to wait for that trip. If they wanted the new shirt, they'd sacrifice some Lego money. You should have your own shoeboxes too, they added, looking at us knowingly. After they left, my husband and I sat in the kitchen with a stack of envelopes. We labeled them home improvement, emergency fund, vacation, date nights we never actually take. If we put money into fixing the fence this year, maybe we save that anniversary trip for next year. The kids watched us do it, curious. We're using envelopes instead of shoeboxes, but it seems to be working. The investment strategy. Last week I opened custodial brokerage accounts for both kids, put some money in, not much but a start. Somewhere in Asia there are kidvestor clubs teaching financial literacy to 8-year-olds, kids learning about compound interest and index funds before they learn long division. Part of me thinks it's ridiculous, part of me wishes we had that here. We also have 529 accounts for college, though the future of college feels fuzzier every day. Will they even need degrees? Will colleges still exist the way they do now? I don't know. But I'm trying, we're trying, teaching them to save when I'm still learning not to spend, opening investment accounts I barely understand myself, explaining concepts I'm still figuring out. Because that's what we do as parents. We try to give them what we didn't have, teach them what we wish we'd learned, protect their futures even when our own feels uncertain. Even when we have no idea what we are doing. Especially then.